Hello, everybody. Welcome in. For those of you new, I'm Anya. Welcome to a 45-minute Pilates type fitness workout. We'll be using ankle weights, a pair of weights, and if you have a block, use that. Again, any of these props are totally optional. I recommend going with a lighter pair of weights. I have a 6-pound here. I might even go down to 4 pounds as we go throughout the class. Ankle weights I will not cue on or off, but again, you can take those off as needed. All props are optional. We'll be going through what I call the mold method. Again, Pilates based type fitness with a little bit of strength and a little bit of Pilates mixed in. Getting started right away, I'll be playing my music, but you're welcome to play your own music. You shouldn't even be able to hear mine here. Let's go ahead and get started. Meet me on your backs. Resting on our backs, feet grounded, knees to the ceiling. Hands start just right by your sides. Again, we're moving into focus on Pilates precision flow. Moving with breath, connecting mind to body. We take a nice big inhale as our hands reach behind our head. Ribs open up wide. Taking that inhale through your nose. Then as you exhale, exhale out through your mouth, creating an O shape with your mouth as your hands and triceps press into the floor, helping to engage your core. Ribs come tight, close to hips. Let's do that again. Nice big inhale through your nose, hands reach overhead. Ribs open up wide, lungs fill with air. A nice big exhale out through your mouth. Forceful, audible, loud. Ribs come tight, close to hips. Lower belly pulls in and up as your palms press into the mat. Let's do that one last time. Nice big inhale as hands reach overhead. Exhale as hands press into the floor. Moving to a quick little stretch. Inhale, we bring our right foot in towards our chest for a supine twist. Bringing it to the left, stretching to the right, stretching through your spine. Then inhale, right back into your chest, other side. Left into your chest, supine twist. We turn to the right, twist to the left, stretching through your spine. Inhale, and then release. If you don't have your block next to you, or if you don't have a block, you don't even need to grab it at this point. But if you do, that block is coming in between your heel and your hamstring. Left leg is out long, hands are on head. We march that foot down, then up, lower, then lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Starting to connect breath to movement. We're just activating our core. If you don't have that block, all you're doing is marching that leg. Lift, then lower, lift, then lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Just activating your core. Connect your breath to movement. Ribs tight. Again, close to hips. Find the feeling of a sneeze in lower belly. Keep it there. Pull it in and up in 4. Hold your march in 3 and 2. Hold your march, then switch it out. Other side, starting to march left foot now. Exhale, inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Again, if you have that block, it's coming between heel and hamstring. Same thing going on. Inhale, then exhale. The more you press your heel into the block, the more core starts to engage and activate. Again, and this is where my mic went out. So we're continuing with the voiceover. You're continuing to march your left leg, exhaling as you lift, inhaling as you lower, really connecting breath to movement, just activating through your core. Ending those marches out, releasing your block if you have it, bringing both knees to your chest for a nice big tight hug, and then one rock and roll, rolling through your spine to roll up onto all fours into a tabletop position. Moving into our cat-cow. Cow belly goes down, gaze lifts up, cat belly lifts up, gaze moves down. Practicing these over exaggerations of these arches in our back to then help us to find a neutral spine where that will be the middle of these two positions. Again, neutral spine will lead us through class. Long line, head to tailbone is what we are looking for. Go ahead, lift your knees, step out to a high plank, hold it there. Again, find your form, press the floor away. Try not to bring your glutes down or up, just like I showed you. Really find that long line, head to heels. Again, you can be on your knees for support if you need, or you can stay lifted in that high plank. Moving into side plank twist, we twist from one side to the other, tapping your shoulder, then extending and lifting. Again, you can always take this on your knees if you need support, but hips are lifted, and again, ribs tight, close to hips. Constantly practicing core engagement and using that powerhouse, which is our core, throughout every single movement. Now, holding that side plank twist in a couple counts, keep that in mind. We'll meet there in a couple seconds. Again, you can take these twists on your forearms as well if you need some support to give your wrists a break. If you're up on your wrist, practice pushing through your thumb and index finger. It will help take the pressure out of your wrist. Again, you should be feeling this through your obliques. Connect the mind to muscle that's working. Holding it on our left, if you were on your forearms, lifting up to that full side plank, that will come into play for our next movement. Half side bend. We're bending to the back as our hip and knee drops, then lifting up and straightening. Again, this is where you'll find more support. Support is good and brings you quality. We'll practice this half side bend for a couple reps, then moving into a full side bend where our hips will hover. That will come in just a couple counts. 4, 3, 2, hover your hips. Now, option to keep that half side bend where your hip and knee drop. Option to take this however slow or fast you need it. Main thing is you want to find the quality and form for this movement, because quality will bring you more than anything else. Finishing out that movement, moving into a side twist. We keep our side plank facing the left and then twist. Our left hand reaches to our right foot into a pike position. As we move into that pike, our core we're using our core to help lift us up. Lower belly pulls in and up, core engages to lift us into that pike. Just like I showed you, you can take this on your knees and just rotate and twist with your arm, really practicing movement through rotation. Now we keep that movement and move into a quick child's pose. Repeating it on the other side. Finding that side plank now facing the right, moving into our half side bend. Again, starting with that hip and knee drop. You guys, I'm sorry if I'm not super good at cueing through this voiceover because I can't remember when and how many reps I'm doing, but you got this. Just follow me on the video and keep moving with that same thing you did on the opposite side. Again, hip and knee drop as we reach towards our knee to the back. You should be feeling this now through your left oblique. Right oblique was working on our other side. Moving into that full side bend if you haven't yet, with your hip and knee hovering. Couple reps here to really increase the tension to get a little uncomfortable. Then we move into that side twist. Right hand reaching towards your left toe this time as you move into that pike position. Again, core should lift you into that pike as your lower belly pulls in and up. Again, press into your thumb and index finger if you feel this in your wrist. Breathe through this. Let it be a little bit uncomfortable because that's where you're growing and getting strong. Side plank hold, find some stillness, some isolation, then rotate back to high plank. Take a moment, find stillness here. Stillness, isolation through your high plank. There's strength in this stillness. Then dropping your knees, coming to child's pose for a quick rest. Again, continue to breathe, take some water if you need. We're moving into this next series, working our glute. Left leg extends out long and straight as we're in tabletop. If you have that block, it's placed under your right hand. If you don't, both hands press into the mat. With the block, you should have very little to no weight in your right hand on that block. Left hand is supporting you. The block is giving you more or less stability throughout your body, so you have to use your core to stabilize you. Maybe if you want this, you lift your right hand to your hip for less stability. Again, core working a tiny bit more to help stabilize you. Lifting your glute, lifting your leg up and down, not arching, not under arching, but keeping spine neutral as glute squeezes and you lift, and then you inhale and you lower. Again, it's not about how high your leg kicks. It's about moving with that form and that quality. Again, connecting mind to the muscle that's working, that's engaging to help you. If you have that block, shoulders are in line with each other. Everything is in line, and we bring that form into every single series. Moving into pulses. Tiny pulses up and down in your glute raise. Tiny lifts, tiny lowers. This is where that tension builds, that tension increases, bringing time under tension into this movement. Then you hold. Moving from that hold into elbow taps. Left knee taps left elbow as your weight slightly transfers into your hand. You should start to feel this in your core a bit more. Again, glutes should still be on fire. Exhale as you bend, inhale as you extend. Exhale, bend, inhale, extend. Connecting breath at the same time. Couple reps of these, and then we have an add-on. Add-on coming, hamstring tap. Left knee will tap right hamstring, adding it on right here. Keeping that elbow tap, and then just adding your hamstring tap. As your left knee taps right hamstring, forearms tap the ground. Again, exhale, you bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap hamstring. Inhale, extend. Keep moving through this combo. You'll have a glute raise hold coming up in a couple reps. Just look forward, get to that. Holding now. Finding that stillness. Then rotating to the side as your left arm reaches to the ceiling and left leg continues to lift and lower. If you have that block, you've pushed it out of the way. If you need support, coming onto your hip and to your forearm, doing the same movement with your leg. Continuing this glute work, but now feeling it more through your outer glute and hip abductor. Lift, then lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. This is your finisher of this glute series. Finding that hold, then extending arm to the front and adding in knee drives. Exhale, then inhale. Exhale, then inhale. Activating core through this glute movement. This is the end. Couple more reps, then one single hold, then you get a tiny break. All you have to do is get to that. You're almost there. You got 4, 3, 2, hold. Go ahead, drop it down, take a moment, shake out your wrist, take a break if you need. We move into a quick arm series, getting a break from your glutes to let our arms work. You grab your weights, bring them into both hands, and then we'll meet on our knees. Starting with a bicep curl. Palms face the ceiling. Curl, then drop, now curl, then drop. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. As you're on your knees, again, checking in. Do you have your neutral spine? Are ribs tight, close to hips? Maybe taking one arm at a time if you need support or if you need to focus on that quality. Again, as you're curling, practice moving through resistance. Imagine you're maybe moving through water. Try not to lean back. Almost imagine pressing or leaning more forward as you curl to help neutral spine and core stay engaged. Now, coming up, we have deltoid curls. You'll move into this deltoid curl in just a couple counts right here. Again, continue to move through resistance. Take this slow. Palms now facing the front. Elbows continue to stay glued to your side, curling up to your shoulders. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Remember, you're exhaling through the hard movement. Don't think too much about the inhales. If you need support, you can rest your glutes on your ankles and take a moment to do your arms there. Moving into a quick combo, we add the bicep curl onto this deltoid in just a couple counts. Once I start, you start. Keep moving. Again, let that tension build. Add that bicep curl. Now that deltoid. Now that bicep. Now that deltoid. Again, biceps and shoulders should feel this. Moving with this combo for a little bit, then we'll switch it out for a wide shoulder press. Keep that in mind, we're meeting there soon. Again, always checking in on your core, always checking in on your breath. We move with intention through this series, holding that deltoid curl right here, and now we press. Wide shoulder press, palms stay to the front, elbows coming slightly below shoulder height, pulling through your lats. Again, super easy to let your ribs flare out and your back arch through this wide shoulder press. So again, check in with your forearm. Do those little check-ins, showing you from the side now. We don't want to lean back as we press. Again, almost imagine leaning forward because we naturally lean back. Core working, shoulders should be feeling that tension is building, but you're doing amazing. Way to go, you guys. Different movement, moving to a skull crusher. Elbows by ears, weights come behind your head. Again, we don't want to move our body through this. We want to stay stable. We should be feeling this through our triceps. Again, exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. You are almost there. Find a round of pulses right here. Tiny little pulses, tiny lifts, tiny lowers. Again, finding that time under tension through these pulses and hold it. Find that stillness. 4, 3, 2, release, drop it down. One last finisher of this arm series. Take a moment, shake out your wrists. Again, breathe, do what you need. Grabbing those weights again, coming back onto our knees, finding a slight lean back. You should feel this slightly in your quads, but bring it more into your core. Once you're there, we find alternating front raises. Little diagonal in this front raise, palms are facing the ground. Again, not completely straight up, but slightly leaned back, continuing with your neutral spine to bring more into your core and your shoulders. Last finisher, just a quick time here. Don't arch or under arch. Find that neutral spine. Imagine your spine would be in a plank. That's the form you want. Almost there. We have just a hold with both arms coming up. When I'm there, you're there. Keep moving. Keep breathing. Keep pushing yourself. Find that mind over matter through this movement. Both arms, lift them. Hold them. Breathe. You're almost there. Dropping in just a couple counts. Breathe till the end. Go ahead, drop those arms. Shake it out. You killed that. Moving right back into our second round of tabletop glutes. You've done this once, we're doing it again. Meeting me on all fours, grabbing your block if you used it other side, extending out your right leg long, straight toe pointed for a glute raise. You find that lift and lower. Again, you can do this with a block or without a block. I'm just rotating to the back here so you can see my form better. Lift, then lower. Exhale, then inhale. If you have that block, shoulders stay parallel. Minimal weight is in the left hand, most weight in your right hand. Rotating to the front now for me to show you how we don't want one shoulder down or up. We want them both in line with each other. Again, don't think about how high you can get your leg. Think about core engaging, staying still. If you ever need support, you can also come down onto your forearms in this series. Couple more reps in this glute raise. Keep moving, keep pushing. Do you feel it through your right glute? Do you feel it through your core? Do you feel it through your full body? Pulse is coming. You have 4, you have 3, and 2. Find those tiny little pulses. Pulse it here. You pulse those pulses. Coming still, I haven't made it there, but go ahead, start those pulses. I'll meet you there. Finding tiny movements up and down, tiny lifts, tiny lowers. Again, adding in pulses. I've said it before to increase time under tension. That hold is coming. Keep that in mind. You're coming to that hold in just a couple seconds. Can you continue to breathe? Can you continue to push and find your endurance? Let it burn. Let it be difficult. Now hold. Moving into that elbow tap. Right knee taps, right elbow. So you take this slow with control. Remember that control brings sometimes more than any more props will. Control brings strength. Quality brings strength. Now it's your second side, so you know exactly what's going on. We move into the same movements. How can you make your second side better than the first? Now combo on its way. Once I meet there, you meet there. We move into that hamstring tap. Right knee taps left hamstring as your forearms taps, then you add that elbow tap. Again, take it slow, take it with control. A full body movement, again, targeting mainly your glutes, but you should feel this through core and through arms slightly as well. Remember, you're nearing the end of this series. You can make it. We have one glute raise hold on its way. Just make it to there. Continue breathing. I know I'm repeating a lot of these things, but I want you to repeat them through your mind. Keep them on your mind and continue to remind yourself to find that form, to find that breath, to really just be here in this workout. Go ahead, hold your leg. Find that stillness. Then go ahead, drop, rotate. If you have that block, throw it to the side. Again, I'm just rotating to the front so you can see me. Right leg continues to work. Right arm is reaching to the sky, left hand pressing into the mat. If you need support, you're down on your hips. Working now through your outer glute hip abductor. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Try not to arch out, but keep everything in line. You know exactly what's coming, exactly what you have to expect. Again, make this side better than the first. Find the finish line. Go ahead, hold that leg up top, extend your arm to the front, and find your knee drives. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Take it slow, take it with control. Feel the tension, feel it through your core, through your outer glute. Just one hold on its way. You are so, so close to the end of this very last time in this glute series. Hold. 4, 3, 2, drop it. Shake it out, take a breath, take a moment. We come back into our second side of arms, throwing that block to the side, grabbing your weights, doing the same exact thing we've already done. Go ahead and meet me on your knees. Again, starting lifted, but maybe coming down, resting onto your glutes if you need support later on. Taking drink whenever you need it. We start with our bicep curl. Curling palms lifted to the ceiling, elbow stay glute to your side. Now again, it's your second round, so you know what you have to expect. You know how far you can make it. You know the endurance you need to bring through this. Second side should feel a little bit more difficult, or second time should feel a little bit more difficult, but you should feel that strength building and growing as you push through this. Again, every series has a finish line, just like a marathon, just like a run. Would you quit right before that finish line, or would you pass it? Think of each little series, each little section as that. Again, showing yourself what you have, showing yourself you have what it takes, because you know what you need to do. Deltoid curl, find palms facing the front now, keeping that curl but rotating to the side. Adding more to your shoulders. Again, imagine you're moving through resistance, not swinging your arms, maybe moving through water, through peanut butter, whatever you want to imagine, to really take this slow with control. Again, maybe you have light weights, maybe you have heavy weights, you have whatever is challenging you through this series. Every body is different, so I want you to do what works for you. Combo on its way. We'll combine the curl, the deltoid curl, with the bicep curl. Once I'm there, you're there. Keep moving with this deltoid. Now add your bicep. Deltoid curl. Now bicep curl. Again, if you've forgotten your breath, come back to it. Find your neutral spine. Try not to lean back. Again, push into the uncomfortable. Push into the difficulty. Find your strength. You're doing amazing. You're killing this. Basically halfway through our class already at this point. Switching that deltoid to a wide shoulder press. You've done this once, we're doing it again. Again, I'm rotating for you to see better form from the back side. Pulling through your lats, squeezing shoulder blades tight as elbows come slightly below shoulder height. Maybe you're taking this a little bit faster, maybe you're taking this slower, but can you stay lifted? Can you find the endurance? Can you find the strength? Because you're not here long, that skull crusher is coming soon in just a couple counts. Right here, keep those arms lifted, glue your weights together, and find your skull crusher. Elbows glued by your ears, weights coming behind your head, feeling this through your tricep. Think about the muscle you're working. Think about the tricep engagement. Connect your mind to that muscle. Maybe even distract yourself by thinking of something else at the same time, and then add those pulses right now. Tiny lifts, tiny lowers, just essentially lessening the range of motion to move to a hold. Hold it, then release it. Shake out your arms quickly. We're in our last finisher, finding your lean back position, palms stay facing the ground, diagonal alternating front raises. Again, how much can you bring this into your core? Again, slightly feeling it through your quads, but more through your core. You can slow it down to a 2-count lift or keep it fast. It's your very last round of this. Maybe that tension is high, maybe it's burning, but remember, it's your last time here. Can you make it? Can you push it? Even if that means dropping your weights, just keep moving, no weights. Go ahead, both arms lift, just hold it. Find that stillness, find that lean back. You're almost there. Drop those arms, shake it out. Take a moment to breathe, to rest, to recover, because we're moving into the peak of our class with a bit of full body. Breath will raise a tiny bit. We're using weights for this series, but remember, weights are always optional. Go ahead, grab those weights if you want them. Bring them center. You're starting on your knees facing the front. Moving to a little combo to start us out. We step right foot. We drive left leg, drop left leg, drop right leg. Moving with that same side. Drive left, drop left, drop right. Lift right, drive left, drop left, drop right. If you want, you're adding that bicep extension as you drive. Bring that drive into this movement with power. Take a nice big exhale as you drive. How loud, how forceful, how audible can you exhale? If you're adding that extension with your arms, you're getting a little bit more arm movement. If you're not, you have to use your core a tiny bit more to stabilize you if arms stay center the whole time. Pick what option works for you. We come into a hold with that knee drive in just a couple counts. Can you meet me there? Once I'm there, you're there. Keep driving, keep breathing, keep letting this be challenging. That drive hold is coming. Hold it. Find that stillness. Alternating lunges on their way. We'll step back left, then step front left, step back right, then step front right. Just alternating step back lunges, adding in that bicep curl. With this movement, if you want more, again, check in with your form. Legs are 90 degrees. If you don't want those arms just stay center. As legs move into that 90-degree position, crown of your head continues to reach tall to the sky. Starting to feel this through your quads, through your core, through your arms. Focus on the feeling, push into that feeling. Again, let your heart rate rise a little bit. This is the peak of your class. We're getting there. We're making it there. You've gone through so much already. Couple counts and you're holding that lunge. Right leg will stay forward, left leg will stay back. Hold it here, arms come center. Tiny pulses, tiny lifts, tiny lower. Lessen the range of motion, let your quads burn. If you want more in your glutes, slight lean forward. If you want more in your quads, slight lean back. Again, little hinge in your hips if you want more in your glutes. If not, crown of your head is reaching tall to the ceiling. I chose to bring more into my glutes with that slight lean forward. Hold coming, hold it, then rotate to a plie squat. Rotating to the front, weight stay center, moving into full range plie squat. Toes are to the side, heels are together. Different than a sumo squat, you should almost imagine moving up and down like an elevator. Glutes don't sit back, but they stay in the same spot the whole time. Continuing that squeeze, you should feel this more through your inner thighs, through your inner quads. Again, notice how my spine stays straight. My glutes are not sitting back. Keep moving full range. You'll have a break from our legs in just a couple seconds. So keep that in mind. I know you've felt that a lot already. Take that break from your legs, hold it at top, and add a front raise. Palms are together. You take this slow. You can do this with 2 weights, 1 weight, even no weights. Hands, weights coming to shoulder height, then coming right down back by your quads. Just your arms, getting a moment to work. Now adding in that plie squat to your arm movement. Arms lower as legs lower, arms lift as legs lift. Again, take it slow. If you have that form, if you have that quality already in that slow movement and you want more, maybe you're speeding this up slightly. Doing what your body needs for you. Again, full body. Go ahead, hold it low, lift your left heel, and then find that same movement you were just doing, this time with left heel lifted. Front raise, plie squat, left heel is lifted. Shoulders feeling it, quads feeling it, inner thighs feeling it, adding in a little bit with your calf as your heel is lifted. We got one hold at the top, hold it there, then release it. Shake it out. We do that all one more time for a second round. repeating it on opposite side. Again, lots of the same movements will happen, so try to bring your endurance into this. Try to make it better on the second side, whatever that looks for you. Starting with that step up combo, this time stepping left, driving right, dropping right, dropping left. Step up left, drive right, add your bicep extension, drop right, drop left. Again, try to even out what you did on the other side. Remember, this is your last time in this series. You have just under 10 minutes left after this is done, making it through more than 3/4 of this class already. Again, exhale, it's loud, it's audible as you drive that leg up. Little bit of a hit section in a way as your heart rate starts to rise. Now, again, I'm going to say the same thing I always do. If you have that control and quality already and you want more, maybe you're speeding it up or grabbing heavier weights. Do what you need, but just bring that core, that neutral spine into this. It's your last time. Again, I know I've said that already, but last time here. Holding that drive in just a couple reps. Same thing as always, when I'm there, you're there. Hold your drive, find that stillness, alternating lunges on their way. Same thing, we step back then forward with your bicep curl. Alternating which leg steps back each time. Maybe arms stay center as you're stepping back. Maybe you're adding in that bicep extension. Feeling this through your quads with holds and pulses on their way. When I'm there, you're there. Be proud of what you're doing. Be proud that you're moving your body right now. Whatever it looks like, know that you made it on your mat. You're giving time to yourself right now, right here. That hold is coming. Hold. Find your tiny pulses. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Again, if you want more in your glutes, like the other side, slight hinge, lean forward of your hips. If you want more in your quads, crown of your head is reaching tall as legs get low. Now, these are slow pulses. Let it burn. Hold, then rotate. Back into your plie squat series. I'm turning to face you so you can see me better. We do the same exact thing as other side. Lower, exhale, inhale, lift. Lower, exhale, inhale, lift. Check in. Are your toes facing the sides of the room? Are your heels together? Are you squeezing your glutes at the top as you lift? Are your knees pressing out wide? Remember, legs getting a break in just a quick moment, then your arms will start to isolate and work by themselves. That front raise is on its way. For now, feel this through your inner thighs. Hold it at the top, drop your arms. Now add your front raise. Palms together, hands come low. Exhale, palms lift to shoulder height. Taking a moment to isolate because you have it all together on its way. Adding your plie squat to this front raise when I do. Letting this movement, letting this practice all flow together, all combine together. Not too many breaks or harsh moments. Add that plie squat to your front raise. Lifting your arms shoulder height, dropping them low as legs get low. Arms get low, legs get low, arms get high, legs get high. Holding at the bottom this time, lifting your right heel, then adding in that same movement with your right heel lifted this time. Adding in a tiny bit more to your calves, still feeling this through your inner thighs and your shoulders. Just one hold at the top coming and you are out of this series. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, drop it. Shake it out, breathe. Drop your weights. We have just one last little series kind of standing to raise our heart rate. Little burpee series. I know you're going to hate me here. You can take off your ankle weights if you have them on for this quick moment of burpees because they'll kind of shake around if you don't. Maybe they won't for you, but do what you need. Again, we're starting with really slow burpees. A reach, then a step, and a step. Step, step, reach. No push-up yet, just this half burpee. Just finding the movement, what it looks like. almost combining those movements we did slowly with those weights and adding them into this burpee series. Can take advantage of this being slow because we'll speed it up slowly. You always have the option to stick with the first layer or add on. Adding on that push-up now to that movement. Again, still taking that burpee slow, this time adding that wide arm push-up. Maybe the push-up's on your feet, maybe it's on your knees. Do what you need. Again, adding on after this, but you have the option to stay with your second layer. Maybe you're still in the first layer, doing what your body needs for yourself. Feel that through your arms, through your core, through your legs, and that push-up, elbows going out wide. Now adding on more, adding on that jump. Jump high, jump low, then push up. Maybe that push-up's on your knees. If you're on your knees, feet are grounded. Maybe these jump burpees are slow. Maybe they're way faster than what I'm doing. Again, just your last moment to let that heart rate get really high. Maybe you're jumping high. Maybe it's just a slight jump. You are almost there. One last rep, then you meet me in your child's pose. Arms reaching front, hips leaning back. Taking a moment to breathe. We come into a push-up series, then we have one core series, then you are done with this workout. Again, using your block if you have it. If you don't, you do not have to use the block. If you have the block, it goes under your left hand, right hand grounded. We find wide arm push-ups with that block. If you don't have the block, just regular wide arm push-ups. Maybe it's on your feet. Maybe it's on your knees. Again, if you're on your knees, feet are grounded to the mat. Find your elbows coming out to a 45-degree angle. Maybe you're even on tabletop or in tabletop for support. Pick your options. Pick what works for you. Again, last time working arms. So if you're dying right now, know it's your last time here. Take a moment, take a break in your child's pose. If you have that block, you switch it out to bring it under your right hand this time. If you don't have your block, you're doing one more set of wide arm push-ups. Again, elbows going out 45-degree angle. Maybe it's 2 counts down, 2 counts up. Maybe it's really fast. Maybe it's really slow. Most importantly, like I said before, you're finding the form and quality in this movement. Looking so, so good, everybody. Be proud that you've made it this far. You just have 3 minutes of core to finish you out after this with a break from these wide arm push-ups on its way. You get that child's pose right now. Lean back, hips on your glutes, reaching forward. One more set of push-ups, this time tricep push-ups. Working your triceps. If you have your block, bringing it horizontal to the top of your mat. Arms come to the outside of your block. Elbows glide past your body as you come down. Maybe on your knees. Maybe in tabletop, forearms tap. Those are your options. If you don't have your block, just basic tricep push-ups, no block. Either way, elbows glide past your body. They should touch the side of your body each time. Gazes to the top of your mat. Spine is neutral. Again, same thing if you're on your knees. Feet are grounded to the mat. This will help with your form. You're almost done. That child's pose is coming. You can make it. You are so close. Don't give up now. You've made it too far to give up. Again, do what you need, then meet me child's pose. Last thing, core series. Maybe putting your ankle weights back on for this if you want a tiny bit more throughout your core. We'll utilize the block for this core series if you have it. If you do not have that block, again, it can completely be done without it. Same thing, completely be done without ankle weights. Coming back to similar movements that we did at the very beginning of our class through that core activation. Laying on our backs, left leg is long, right leg's bent, hands on our heads, shoulder blades hover. We start to march our right leg up, then down, coming to tabletop, then dropping. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. This is where you're at if you do not have the block. If you have the block comes under your ankle and between your hamstring. Heel presses constantly into that block. It will help you engage through your deep core and lower core. Maybe shoulder blades slightly lifted, maybe they're grounded for support. But again, if you have that block, it is helping you to engage your core. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Holding that march in a couple counts, hold it here. Start to hover your left leg up and down. You lift for 2, you lower for 2. Again, same thing, shoulder blades can stay lifted or grounded. If you feel your back arching, don't drop your leg as low. Feeling this through everything. You're making it, you're doing it. You have one last thing this side. Coming into a combined movement, we'll start to crunch as both leg and march lowers. When I'm there, you're there, right here. Both your march and your leg lowers. As you lift them up, you add a crunch. Right toe should tap as your left leg hovers. As both lift, you crunch it up. Lower, then lift and crunch. Maybe taking out that crunch if you need, maybe keeping it if you want that extra bit of work. Then go ahead, hold your hover and release. Knees come in, tiny break, bring that block under left heel and between hamstring if you have it. If not, you just come back to the beginning and march. Holding a hover in your shoulder blades doesn't need to be crazy high. Remember, whenever we're supine, we want to find neutral spine, avoiding a crazy arch in our back. If you feel that arch, maybe you bring that right foot bent, and that will help you. Again, the more you press into the block, the more your deep core will engage. Connect your breath and start to hover your right leg up and down. Lower, 2, lift, 2. Again, maybe shoulder blades drop for support, maybe they're lifted, but try to even out whatever it is you did on the other side. With shoulder blades lifted, space should stay between chin and chest, slight gaze to your quads or your belly button. Coming to our very last combo right now, lower and tap, lift and crunch. Left toe taps as right leg hovers, and then as you lift them both, you crunch up towards them. Again, this should be where you're really feeling it, letting that tension build, letting it increase, letting it be difficult, letting it be uncomfortable. You have one hover hold on its way. Hold. 4, 3, 2, release. Throw that block to the side. Throw all your props to the side. You have made it to the end. If you want more in your core, you can repeat that exact core series one more time or even 2 more times to give a little bit more at the end. If you feel that was enough, go ahead, just end it right now, and let's move into a cool down together. Taking your ankle weights off to get them out of the way for this cool down. Then meeting me on your backs, just like we started our class. Feet grounded, knees to the ceiling. Hands can be placed wherever they feel comfortable. Maybe they're by your sides, or maybe they're on your belly. Just taking a moment, return back to your breath. Take a moment to show yourself the discipline you have to keep this breath inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, even when maybe you're pretty tired right now at the end. Then taking your next exhale, both knees come to your chest, and you take one rock and roll on your spine, just like the beginning, to move into that tabletop position. Coming back to our cat and our cow, you know what this looks like. We've done this once. We're doing it one more time to slow us down, to help us recover, stretching through our back, moving it in opposite positions, really finding those arches and continuing to breathe. Then lifting your toes up, coming to a pike position. Heels should be grounded. Gaze should be towards your belly and quads. Wide stance to find those heels grounded. Feel the stretch. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, thread it through low runner's lunge. Start to rock it forward and back and feel this through your hip flexors. Then dropping right knee as your right arm swings around to the back to either grab onto your toe or just reach, leaning forward, feeling this through your quad and your hips. Then swinging right arm around, leaning back, right leg straightens and flexes to feel this through your hamstring half split. Coming back to your low runner's lunge, stepping your right foot back to your pike position and repeating it on our other side. Inhale, left leg lifts, exhale, thread it through low runner's lunge. Start to rock it forward and back, feeling this through your hips. Then find your stillness. Left knee drops, left arm swings around to grab onto your toe or to just reach as hip comes forward as you feel this through your quad. Then swinging left arm around to the front, left leg straightens and flexes for a half split to feel the stretch through your hamstring. Then continue to breathe through your cool down. Come back to low runner's lunge, then back to your pike position. Dropping your knees, coming onto your glutes, swinging your legs around to the front. Feet are grounded, Knees lifted, arms reaching to the front, taking one last thing all together. One last roll down. Tuck your chin, roll through your spine. Let each single vertebrae touch the mat as slow as you can until you finally meet me on your backs in a savasana, everything laying down, arms flat, legs flat. You can stay here for as long as you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave you here. Thanks for coming to this workout. Sorry I had to voice over this. I'll be better with my mic next time. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.